Vincent there talking about the barber and the haircut and the Pope. I'm glad, Vincent, that wasn't one of my customers that went to Rome after what the Pope says to him. But can we just say to everybody that's here tonight, thanks everyone for coming out. This is a magical moment. We're on the eve of greatness. We're here in the town of Roscommon, and can I say hello out there to all the Roscommon fans all over the world, out there in Radio Land, that's listening to us wherever we are. We're thinking of all our immigrants tonight, because home and football and Crow Park and big occasions is about immigrants, and it's about home, and it's about what we're all here for. So can we can we give all our immigrants around the world a massive a roar from Hannons Hotel to their ears? Let's hear it. Yes!
Oh, it's like the Roscommon team running out onto the field on Sunday. Tell me, we'll move away from football just for a minute or two. I was chatting to you during the week, and we were putting all this together, and you know, one of the obvious questions I suppose everybody is asking you nowadays, how is married life going?
Oh, John, absolutely great, and I'd love to say hello to Marla, my wife, down in Droon and Ballymote. She's tuned in tonight, and Muckle the Cavan man in the field beside us, and all her family and all my own family, and the whole of Ballymote down in Sligo knows Roscommon is going to Crow Park on Sunday.
Tell me, there's huge excitement, and the Connacht Championship success, you were obviously on a high for that, and I've seen the footage of all the guys going round and the celebrations. Something like that, isn't it brilliant? Doesn't it give everybody a magnificent lift? Did you close down for long after, or are you back doing haircuts again on the Monday or Tuesday?
Well, I don't know, did we close down, or are we down, or are we up? But I'm certainly floating since the final whistle went in the Connacht final. It has been absolutely brilliant, John. We're carried on a sea of euphoria. Jeez, I love this. This is like, you couldn't measure this. I was only just saying today, we have only 2 more sleeps until Sunday morning, and getting ready to go to Crow Park, and we're going to Crow Park as Connacht champions, John. And you know, I was a Connacht championship mightn't mean an awful lot to the big counties, but the small counties in Connacht, when you look at Leitrim and Sligo and take ourselves, we're sandwiched between 2 massive counties, with Galway and Mayo, and for any of the small 3 in Connacht in football terms to make the breakthrough is absolutely great. And what a Connacht medal has meant to us, and it's great to be going to Crow Park as Connacht champions on Sunday, and the buzz is mighty, John.
Tell me a little bit what the day is going to involve now for you on Sunday. When do you intend to head off? What time?
Oh, I'd love to be going now. I'd love if we didn't have to go to bed for the next 2 days, because fear charged sleep. And I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get up. And it's lovely to have that childlike excitement, you know, that our fans have. Well, you know, when we're kids, I see the kids here this evening, and they have footballs, and they're going around with headbands, and they have the ball in and out. And it's lovely to see that. But we can be kids as well. And nothing stirs us like the GA and like Sunday and watching the team and the whole day, like, you know, from start to finish. But we don't have to wait for Sunday. We don't have to wait to be happy, John. We're happy right now. Aren't we happy? Go for it!
Do you know something? You've got a brilliant way with words, and the interview was backing that up. But you described the championship so well, you know, the tar boiling, the ice cream melting, the car packed, the radiator boiling. These things that many would consider almost as a chore and something terrible to happen on the route to a big game. You see that as part and parcel of the whole culture of the championship.
John, I was talking to a few lads today in the shop, and I was just saying what they were saying, that it was great news that the N6 was opened. And I was saying, what a pity. Wouldn't it be brilliant to be caught in a 10-mile tailback and going nowhere, and everyone in front of you on the way to Crow Park going to see the Rossies. Big traffic jams, the hold up, all the excitement. I suppose really it might be a romantic view back to our childhood when we were going, but it's just great fun. Like, to be shocking if we got in and if there was no one in front of us going to a match. Wouldn't it be terrible? Like, it's great to see the colours, the cars, the excitement, and unfortunately all the new cars, but there's none of the radiators boiling anymore.
You never know,
get punctured.
There might be 1 or 2 old bangers on the road yet. Talk to me a little bit as well, because you described it very well, and it's great for all of us here that will be heading up to the match and we can enjoy it. For others maybe that's overseas, and you mentioned maybe about the typical Rossi that's living in Perth, is either listening to Willie Haggerty or trying maybe to watch it online or whatever on Sunday. and he's got the Puerto Rican girlfriend, and you described that so well.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, help him. He's to be pitied. And I always think of immigrants. You know, I always say that we're very lucky to be at home in Ireland and to be working and living at home. But being an immigrant, there's nothing is said though in a foreign country, and you're looking at the monitor, and you're there, and you're letting on you're a big man, and you're trying to hold back the tears. And some of the lads now that have grand girls, and they'd be lovely, and she'd buy him a bottle of bud and she'd give it to him, and he'd be still looking at the monitor, and he'd be thinking of home and Uncle Jack and Mary Ellen, and he'd be in another world, and she'd come with another bottle of bud, and he wouldn't have a mouthful took out of the first one, and he'd say, "Oh John, why didn't I leave her till the match was over?" And he'd be looking at them, and then all of a sudden the Rossies had emerged from the tunnel. "Oh, he's gone, John, he's gone." And if he wasn't gone then, he'd definitely be gone when the national anthem had come. But for that man tonight, we're thinking of him. The Rossies are going to Croke Park on Sunday, and will we give them another shout from Hannons Hotel tonight? The Rossies! The Rossies!
Finally, and unfortunately, and this is true, time does fly when you're having fun. How are Roscommon going to do on Sunday?
Well, John, everybody is asking that question, and everybody, it's like as if we're, nearly afraid to give the answer, but I'm going to give the answer, John. You know, to go to Croke Park on Sunday, you've got to have hope. You've got to have belief. You've got to have confidence. And can I tell you, people, I have all three in abundance tonight. I have the hope, I have the belief, I have the confidence. I think that we're going into Croke Park. It's perfectly set up for us. Mayo are Mayo. There's no need to analyse Mayo. They've been a great team. They have everything that's required. But on Sunday, I don't think Mayo has met a team that's as well prepared mentally, physically, and we have the speed, we have the talent. And I think at 4 o'clock on Sunday, I think the Rocks will rock in Dublin. The Rossies are in town. The likes of it will not be seen, and I'm extremely confident, hopeful, no fear. We're going to go for it, and we're going to give it a blast. And what's going to happen? The Rossies!
There could be maybe one or two Mayo radiators smiling on Sunday. Wouldn't that be great?
Well, yes.
On the field.
But this Mayo team, they've been a great team really now, and I'm not patronising them here now this evening. The record speaks for themselves. But they're coming to Croke Park, and everybody has written the Rossies off. And maybe they're right, but I think on Sunday, I cannot wait for 4 o'clock. Sunday, 4 o'clock in Croke Park. I'm just excited about. I cannot wait for the lads to run out, because I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen. And you have to have belief, John, you have to have hope, and you have to have the confidence. And I have all three in relation to Sunday's game.
Come here, finally, will you promise me one thing? Will you come back and join us before the All-Ireland semi-final?
John, it's a pleasure to be on your programme tonight. Thanks for inviting me here. And can I just say that all the great GAA people that's in this room tonight, all the county board officials, all the family and all the friends of the great players, and all the families of the current players, the sacrifice, the effort that ye have made and that ye have put in, we acknowledge that. As I'm only an ordinary supporter. All I do is I buy me ticket and walk in and sit down. But the effort that goes in behind the team, and the professionalism and the standard of our county teams at all grade. Great to see Michael here tonight, Michael Finneran, talking about the ladies' football. The amount of GAA that's covered and the great people that we have. Can we give them a big round of applause from all of us tonight?
Fantastic stuff. Paddy Joe, thank you so much indeed. That almost brings the show to an end. Thank you indeed for joining us. Well done. Let's get a piece of music before we finish up. Johnny Johnson is going to sing us out. You've been a fantastic audience.